Some cars are built for speed, but these machines were built to shock the entire world. From a one-of-one Bugatti worth millions to a Rolls-Royce so luxurious, it hides a private dining suite inside. Today, we're counting down the most insane luxury cars ever created. But as we move toward number one, the prices become more unbelievable, the technology becomes more futuristic, and the exclusivity becomes almost impossible to imagine. And trust me, the car taking the number one spot is so rare that only one human on Earth can actually own it. Mercedes-Maybach S680. The Mercedes-Maybach S680 represents pure comfort, prestige, and executive luxury at the highest possible level. This ultra-premium sedan is powered by a gigantic 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine producing around 621 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Even though the car is extremely large and weighs over 5,000 pounds, it can still accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.4 seconds. That is faster than many sports cars from only a few years ago. But speed is not the true purpose of the Maybach. This car exists to create one of the smoothest, quietest, and most relaxing driving experiences in the automotive world. Mercedes engineers spent years perfecting cabin silence. The car uses double-layer acoustic glass, advanced insulation materials, and active noise reduction systems that make the interior feel almost disconnected from the outside world. At highway speeds, passengers can whisper normally without raising their voices. Many reviewers say the cabin feels quieter than a private jet. Inside, passengers are surrounded by hand-stitched Napa leather, polished wood trim, ambient lighting with dozens of color choices, and advanced digital technology. The rear seats are the true highlight of the car. They recline like first-class airline seats and include massage programs, heating, cooling, neck warmers, and calf support. Some versions even include refrigerated compartments and custom champagne glasses. One of the most impressive technologies is the suspension system. Cameras scan the road ahead and prepare the suspension for bumps before the wheels even touch them. This creates an almost floating sensation while driving. The Maybach also includes rear-wheel steering, allowing the massive sedan to turn more easily in tight streets and parking areas. The S680 is one of the last luxury sedans still using a traditional V12 engine. As companies move toward electric vehicles and stricter emissions laws, engines like this are slowly disappearing. That makes the Maybach feel like the final masterpiece of classic luxury engineering. Celebrities, diplomats, billionaires, and royal families around the world often choose Maybach vehicles because they offer privacy, comfort, and prestige without needing aggressive styling. Depending on options and customization, the price can easily exceed $250,000. The Mercedes-Maybach S680 proves that true luxury is not always about extreme speed or flashy design. Sometimes real luxury is silence, smoothness, craftsmanship, and comfort that makes every journey feel effortless. Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta. The Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta is one of the most advanced and emotional hypercars Ferrari has ever created. The word Aperta means open in Italian, referring to its removable roof design that allows drivers to hear the engine in its purest form. Ferrari produced only a very limited number of these cars, making them incredibly rare and valuable among collectors. Power comes from a naturally aspirated 6.3-liter V12 engine combined with Ferrari's Hypercars hybrid electric system. Together, they produce around 949 horsepower. The result is astonishing performance. The car can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2.5 seconds and reach speeds above 217 miles per hour. Unlike many modern hybrids focused on fuel economy, Ferrari used hybrid technology mainly for performance. The electric motor instantly delivers additional torque during acceleration, making the car feel unbelievably responsive. The Hypercars system was inspired directly by Ferrari's Formula One racing technology. The design of the LaFerrari Aperta is heavily focused on aerodynamics. Every vent, curve, and air intake has a purpose. Ferrari engineers spent thousands of hours testing airflow in wind tunnels to maximize stability at high speeds. Active aerodynamic systems automatically adjust while driving to create more downforce and improve handling. Ferrari also used large amounts of carbon fiber throughout the body and chassis to reduce weight. Even tiny components were redesigned to save a few grams. This obsession with weight reduction helped the LaFerrari Aperta achieve incredible acceleration, braking, and cornering performance. Inside, the car feels more like a Formula One machine than a traditional luxury vehicle. Carbon fiber dominates the interior, and the seats are fixed directly to the chassis for better weight distribution. The steering wheel includes many racing-inspired controls similar to Ferrari's Formula One cars. One of the most unforgettable parts of the LaFerrari Aperta is the sound. The naturally aspirated V12 produces a screaming high-pitched noise that many enthusiasts consider one of the greatest engine sounds ever created. With the roof removed, drivers can hear every intake sound, exhaust crackle, and gear shift. Because Ferrari produced so few examples, prices have increased dramatically over time. Some LaFerrari Apertas are now worth more than $6 million. Collectors consider it one of Ferrari's greatest modern masterpieces because it combines racing technology, exclusivity, luxury, and emotional performance into one incredible machine. Lamborghini Veneno. The Lamborghini Veneno looks less like a normal car and more like a machine from a science fiction movie. Lamborghini created it to celebrate the company's 50th anniversary, and only a tiny number were ever produced. Because of its extreme design and rarity, the Veneno instantly became one of the most famous and expensive Lamborghinis ever built. Under the aggressive bodywork sits a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine producing around 740 horsepower. Power is sent to all four wheels, allowing the Veneno to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 2.8 seconds and reach speeds above 220 miles per hour. The Veneno's design is heavily inspired by racing prototypes and aerospace engineering. Massive air intakes, sharp body lines, giant vents, and an enormous rear wing all exist to improve aerodynamics. Lamborghini engineers treated airflow like a weapon, carefully directing air around the car to improve cooling and create downforce at high speeds. Carbon fiber is used almost everywhere to reduce weight while maintaining strength. Lamborghini even developed special lightweight composite materials for parts of the interior. Exposed carbon fiber covers much of the cabin, constantly reminding drivers that this car was built for performance. The name Veneno comes from one of the most aggressive and famous fighting bulls in Spanish history. Lamborghini has a long tradition of naming cars after legendary bulls, and the Veneno perfectly represents aggression, power, and drama. Driving the Veneno is often described as intense and overwhelming. The V12 engine produces a loud mechanical scream that echoes through the cabin. The steering reacts instantly, acceleration feels violent, and the design attracts attention everywhere it goes. People stop and stare because the car simply does not look real. One fascinating detail is how rare the Veneno truly is. Lamborghini built only a handful of coupe versions and a few roadsters. Because of this rarity, the car quickly became a collector's dream. Some examples today are estimated to be worth over $10 million. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. The Rolls-Royce Boat Tail is not simply a luxury car. It is a hand-built automotive masterpiece created for a tiny group of ultra-wealthy collectors. Many experts consider it one of the most expensive new cars ever made, with estimated prices reaching around $28 million. The design was inspired by luxury yachts from the 1920s and 1930s. The rear section of the car resembles the elegant deck of a handcrafted boat, which is where the boat tail name comes from. Rolls-Royce designed almost every detail specifically for its owners, making each example completely unique. Power comes from a smooth twin-turbocharged 675-liter V12 engine. Rolls-Royce does not focus heavily on aggressive acceleration numbers because the brand prioritizes effortless luxury and comfort instead of raw speed. However, the Boat Tail still delivers enormous power with remarkable smoothness. One of the most incredible features is the rear hosting suite. At the touch of a button, the rear deck opens like butterfly wings to reveal a luxury picnic setup. Inside are custom dining accessories, refrigeration compartments, folding cocktail tables, umbrellas, and handcrafted serving equipment. Rolls-Royce even partnered with luxury brands to create personalized items for the owners. The craftsmanship inside the Boat Tail is extraordinary. The cabin uses some of the finest leather, polished wood, aluminum, and metal finishes available in the automotive industry. Rolls-Royce craftsmen spent thousands of hours perfecting every tiny detail. Even the dashboard clock was custom designed specifically for the clients. Only a very small number of Boat Tail cars exist, making them among the rarest vehicles in the world. Rolls-Royce worked closely with each customer for years to design highly personalized details that reflected their lifestyles and tastes. The Boat Tail represents ultimate exclusivity. It is not simply transportation. It is a symbol of wealth, craftsmanship, luxury, and artistic design. Very few people on Earth will ever even see one in person, which makes the car feel almost mythical. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire takes the #1 position as one of the most luxurious, exclusive, and expensive cars ever created. Its name means the black car in French, and Bugatti built only one example in the entire world. That alone makes it one of the rarest automobiles ever made. Power comes from Bugatti's legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing around 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. This massive engine allows the car to deliver mind-blowing acceleration while still maintaining luxury and refinement. The design was inspired by the legendary Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic, one of the most beautiful and valuable classic cars in history. Long flowing curves, elegant proportions, and futuristic styling give La Voiture Noire an appearance unlike anything else on the road. Inside the cabin, luxury meets advanced technology. Premium leather, polished aluminum, custom craftsmanship, and digital displays surround the driver. Despite the insane performance, the interior still feels elegant and comfortable enough for long-distance driving. La Voiture Noire reportedly cost around $18 million before taxes, making it one of the most expensive new cars ever sold. Since only one exists, it instantly became one of the greatest collector cars in the world. The combination of luxury, rarity, performance, history, and design makes the Bugatti La Voiture Noire worthy of the #1 spot on this list. These cars are more than just transportation. They are symbols of power, engineering, luxury, and human creativity pushed to the absolute limit. From the futuristic Lamborghini Veneno to the one-of-one Bugatti La Voiture Noire, every car on this list proves that the automotive world still knows how to amaze us. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which of these luxury masterpieces you would choose to own.